He stepped out of his luxury car, holding a phone worth more than some people's houses. Then he froze, because across the street, sitting on the cold pavement, were the two people who gave him life. His parents, begging. He was known as one of the youngest self-made millionaires in the city. Luxury cars, private drivers, expensive watches. A life many people prayed for. His name opened doors. His money silenced problems. But that morning, Allah planned a meeting money could not cancel. As his car slowed near a busy junction, traffic forced them to stop. Street noise filled the air. Horns, footsteps, voices calling for help. That was when his eyes fell on a familiar figure. An old man, bent back, shaking hands, holding a small plastic bowl. Beside him sat an elderly woman, wrapped in a faded scarf, her eyes tired, but patient. They were begging. At first, his heart dismissed it. "They just look similar," he whispered. But then the old woman raised her face, and the world stopped. That face, those eyes, he had seen them every night of his childhood. It was his mother, and the old father beside her was his father. The same father who used to carry him on his shoulders. The same mother who skipped meals so he could eat. His hands began to shake. His driver asked, "Sir, should we move?" He couldn't speak. Memories flooded his heart. How his parents sold their land to train him in school. How they borrowed money to send him abroad. How they prayed for him every night. And how, after he became successful, he stopped answering their calls. He told himself he was busy. He said he would help later. Later became months. Months became years. And now, this was the result. Tears filled his eyes, but shame held him back. People walked past his parents. Some insulted them. Some ignored them. Some threw coins without looking twice. No one knew who they were, except him. He stepped out of the car, slowly. People stared. A rich man stepping into the street. His mother looked up, ready to beg again, but her words died in her throat. She recognized him. Her lips trembled. "My son?" His father tried to stand, but fell back weakly. The millionaire dropped to his knees, right there, on the dirty pavement, in front of everyone. "I am sorry," he cried. "I failed you." People gathered. Phones came out. But nothing mattered anymore. He hugged them tightly for the first time in years. His mother cried softly, not in anger, not in accusation, but in relief. That night, he took them home, not to a mansion, but to dignity. Doctors attended to them. Warm food was served. Clean clothes replaced rags. And that same night, he couldn't sleep. He remembered the words of Allah. "And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but him, and that you be kind to parents." Quran 17:23. He realized something terrifying. Allah had shown him his parents, not to shame him, but to save him from destruction in the hereafter, from unanswered dua, from wealth with no barakah. The next morning, he made a decision. He publicly apologized. He set up care for elderly parents with no support. He used his wealth to honor the people Allah commanded him to honor first. But he knew if Allah had taken his parents that day, no amount of money would bring them back. If Allah showed you your parents today, in what condition would they be? Comforted by your kindness or crying from your neglect? Remember, paradise lies under the feet of your mother, and the dua of parents can raise you or destroy you. That night, even after bringing his parents into warmth and safety, his heart found no rest. The house was quiet, too quiet. His parents slept on clean beds, something they hadn't known in years, but sleep refused to come to him. He sat alone on the prayer mat, and for the first time since his wealth arrived, he felt poor. Not poor in money, poor in gratitude, poor in obedience, poor in heart. His mind replayed moments he had buried deep. The last time his mother called him, he ignored it. The voicemail she left, "My son, I just wanted to hear your voice." He never returned that call. Another memory surfaced. His father once asked for a small help, just to pay rent. He delayed. He calculated. He prioritized investments over parents. And now, that same father was begging strangers for coins. His chest tightened. He raised his hands and whispered, "Ya Allah, why didn't you take my wealth instead of showing me this shame?" But deep inside, he knew the answer. Because Allah is most merciful. Allah exposed him before death, not after. Tears soaked the prayer mat. In the next room, his mother woke up. She sat up slowly, confused by the comfort around her. Soft bed, warm blanket, no hunger. She whispered to her husband, "Is this real or are we dreaming?" The father sighed deeply. "We begged for food today," he said, "and tonight Allah fed us with dignity." But there was no anger in their voices, only sadness. Not sadness for hunger, sadness for their son. The mother said softly, "I never asked Allah to punish him. I only asked Allah not to forget him." That sentence, if the son had heard it, it would have broken him completely. The next morning, he sat with his parents. He didn't bring lawyers, he didn't bring assistants, just himself. He knelt again. "I became successful," he said, voice trembling, "but I failed the test that comes with success." His father looked at him long and hard, then said something that shook him. "We were never afraid of poverty. We were afraid Allah would ask us why our son forgot us." That was it. That was the wound that went deeper than knives. That day, he understood something most people learn too late. Allah does not test us only with hardship. He tests us with ease. And many people fail the test of wealth more than the test of poverty. He remembered a hadith. The pleasure of Allah is in the pleasure of parents, and the anger of Allah is in the anger of parents. Suddenly, his millions felt fragile, because what is money if Allah is displeased? That night, he stood for tahajjud, not as a millionaire, but as a broken servant. He made a promise. His parents would never feel abandoned again. No elderly parent would beg while he lived. His wealth would serve, not control him. He whispered, "Ya Allah, don't make my success the reason for my destruction." Let me ask you something. If Allah displayed your parents today, would you be proud? or would you hide in shame? Some of us send money but deny time. Some of us provide food but withhold kindness. And some of us have parents still alive but treat them like they are already gone. Remember, one day you will stand beside a grave, and all your "I was busy's" will mean nothing. Please, don't scroll yet. Don't leave yet, because what comes next may be the reminder Allah sent for you. That millionaire changed, yes, but change didn't erase regret. Every time he saw his mother struggle to walk, he remembered the years he wasn't there. Every wrinkle on his father's face was a reminder of time he could never repay. And he learned the hardest truth. You can never repay parents. You can only hope Allah accepts your effort. Before this video ends, close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine standing alone, no money, no title, no name, only your deeds. Now imagine Allah asking you one simple question. What did you do for the people who gave you life? Not how much you earned, not how popular you became, not how busy you were, but how you treated your parents. That millionaire understood too late that wealth can disappear, but regret stays. His parents were still alive, yes, but many are not that lucky. Some people watching this video would give everything just to hear their mother's voice one more time. Some would trade all their success for one last dua from their father. If your parents are alive today, that is not normal. That is mercy. That is Allah giving you another chance. Don't wait until tears fall on a grave. Don't wait until regret becomes your companion. Call them, visit them, honor them. Because one day, this reminder will stop coming, and only Allah knows if you will be ready. May Allah soften our hearts, forgive our shortcomings, and make us among those who earn Jannah through kindness to our parents. Ameen. If this message touched your heart, like this video, comment, "Ya Allah, forgive me and guide me to honor my parents." Tell us where you're watching from, and subscribe for reminders that save hearts before it's too late.